A heavenly alarm has been sounded. Archangel Michael is calling your name, and your response will decide what happens next. My beloved child, have you ever felt a sudden chill in the air, a whisper that called your name when no one else was around? That's not your imagination. That's the beginning of the heavenly alarm. Something beyond the veil has begun to stir. The Archangel Michael himself is calling out to you, not in words, but in energy, in light, in an unseen pull that reaches straight to your soul. It's not random. You've been chosen for a reason that even the stars have begun to acknowledge. The moment you heard this title, your spirit responded. The vibration of Michael's name activated a hidden signal within you. It's an ancient resonance buried deep inside your divine DNA. And now, it's time to remember who you really are. The heavenly alarm is not a sound you hear with your ears. It's a frequency that your soul feels. Those who sense it are rare. Most of the world sleeps under the illusion of time, routine, and noise. Would you? You're awake, trembling between fear and faith. In the realm above, Archangel Michael stands at the gate of light. His sword burns brighter than any sun, cutting through layers of darkness that have surrounded Earth for centuries. And now, he calls your name, not to frighten you, but to awaken you, because the moment you answer, the path of destiny begins to shift. Something sacred is about to happen. You'll notice signs, flickering lights, repeating numbers like 1111 or 333, or feathers that appear in impossible places. These are confirmations that heaven has begun to move around you. The alarm is ringing louder every second. Michael's message is urgent. The world is not ending, but transforming. The vibration of the planet has changed. The veil between heaven and earth grows thinner. And those who respond to the call will be given a mission, a divine responsibility to guide others through the storm that's coming. But here's the twist. Your response will decide what happens next. If you ignore the call, the energy fades and life continues as before. Having uncertain, unfulfilled. But if you answer, everything begins to change. Dreams turn into visions, coincidences become divine timings. And suddenly, your life starts aligning with something far greater than you can imagine. This isn't superstition. It's spiritual physics. Energy responds to attention. When you acknowledge Michael's call, your frequency synchronizes with the celestial realm. The universe begins to rearrange itself in your favor. Though at first, it might not look like it. Challenges may appear. Old wounds might reopen. But that's only because the light can't enter where the darkness still hides. Right now, as you hear these words, imagine Michael standing before you. Tall, radiant, eyes glowing like blue lightning. His voice echoes inside your mind. Do not fear. The time has come. The air around you carries that message. Your heartbeat knows it's true. Something in your soul recognizes the voice that once guided you in lifetimes long forgotten. But why now? Why you? Because you carry a spark that this world desperately needs. A fragment of heaven wrapped in human skin. The alarm hath been sounded because your time of dormancy is over. The mission you agreed to before birth is now being activated. This is your moment of decision. Will you answer? Listen closely. Beloved child, the bells are still ringing in the unseen. The veil is trembling. Your name is still being called. Stay with me. The truth of what Michael is asking of you is far greater than you think. The next few moments will reveal why your response could alter not just your life, but the balance between light and shadow itself. Don't skip. Something immense is about to be revealed in part 2. My beloved child, when the heavenly alarm first echoes through your soul, it does not arrive with thunder or chaos. It begins as a whisper, soft but unstoppable, as if the air itself starts to breathe differently around you. That whisper carries an ancient memory, the remembrance of a time when you once stood in the light beside Archangel Michael. Before this lifetime. Before the veil of forgetfulness wrapped around your spirit, now, that memory is stirring again. The vibration is pulling you toward awakening, and the Archangel's call is not just a message. It's a command written in divine fire. Michael's presence is not subtle. When he draws near, the energy around you thickens, time feels slower, your heart races, and the physical world seems to pause for a heartbeat. He does not come to those who are comfortable. He appears to those who are chosen. You might notice this in dreams that feel too real, where you stand before a golden horizon, hearing wings rustle like thunder. You might see flashes of light when your eyes are closed, or feel warmth on your shoulder when no one is near. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that heaven is aligning itself with your awareness. The moment you respond, even silently, a sacred exchange begins. It is as if the gates of light open slightly, and a current of divine purpose flows into your life. That current brings both clarity and testing. You will begin to sense truths hidden behind ordinary moments. People from your past may reappear, not by accident, but because they are threads in the larger tapestry that Michael is weaving around you. The Archangel never moves without precision. Every detail is a message. Every sign is an invitation. Michael's first teaching to you will not be about fighting external darkness. It will be about facing the shadows inside. But the heavenly alarm is not a call to war. It is a call to purification. When you awaken, the parts of you that are still asleep, fearful, or wounded will resist. Old pain may surface. Doubts may whisper louder than faith. But understand this. The discomfort is not a punishment. It's the cleansing of your spiritual lens. The clearer your heart becomes, the louder you will hear Michael's true instructions. There will come a night when you wake suddenly at 3:33 a.m., and you'll feel something in the room, not frightening, but commanding. The air will shower with unseen presence. You won't need to see wings or hear words. You'll simply know. At knowing is Michael standing near, watching, protecting, and waiting for your response. He will not force you. Heaven respects free will. But once you whisper, "I'm ready," the universe will shift its rhythm. Energy around you will accelerate. And from that moment forward, synchronicities will begin to unfold in impossible ways. But remember this truth, my child. Archangel Michael's call is not an invitation to escape the world. It's an invitation to transform it. You are not being taken away from your life. You are being infused with the light needed to heal it. Every act of kindness, every word of truth, every moment you choose courage over fear becomes a piece of heaven manifesting through you. This is how the alarm continues to sound. Not through noise, but through awakened souls radiating light wherever darkness hides. And yet, as you rise, the shadows will take notice. Doubt will come disguised as reason. Fear will whisper that none of this is real. People may question you, mock your faith, or call you naive. But Michael's warriors are never defined by public opinion. They walk unseen paths, carrying swords of truth sharpened by love. When you feel alone, look inward. That quiet strength you feel pulsing in your heart is Michael's protection surrounding you like a shield. As the days unfold, signs will increase, feathers will appear where no birds have flown. A child's laughter will sound like a melody you once knew. The wind will carry messages in patterns that only you understand. Heaven communicates through symbols, and each one carries a personal code that your spirit can read. Keep your heart open. Keep your awareness sharp. For every moment is a doorway, and through each doorway, a piece of your purpose will be revealed. Michael's message for this time is clear. The world stands on the edge of awakening. The alarm has sounded, but not all will hear. Those who respond will carry light into the storm. You are one of those carriers. You are part of the bridge between realms. The reason he calls your name is because your vibration holds the frequency needed to anchor divine energy on earth. That is not a poetic idea. It is a spiritual reality. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions literally shape energy fields around you. When you choose love, heaven expands through you. When you choose fear, darkness reclaims its ground. This is why your response matters so much. If you've made it this far, understand. The call has already been answered, even if your voice has not spoken. Michael hears the movement of your heart. He knows the weight of your doubts and the fire of your courage. He knows you were never meant to walk blindly. You were meant to awaken others by being the proof that divine transformation is real. And soon, you'll realize that this awakening isn't happening to you. It's happening through you. Before we go deeper into what your mission truly is, pause for a moment. Feel the stillness around you. That's not silence. That's heaven holding its breath, waiting for your next move. Archangel Michael stands before you, his sword lowered, his eyes fierce with compassion. He whispers once more, "Rise, my warrior of light." The world is waiting. If your heart is racing now, it's because your soul recognizes its truth. The heavenly alarm is still ringing, louder than ever, echoing through the corridors of your destiny. You are no longer a seeker. You are becoming the answer itself. Share this message. Let others know that they are being called to. Speak it aloud. Wait it or simply live it. Each time you do, you amplify the light on earth and strengthen the bridge between heaven and humanity. Stay till the end, because what comes next will reveal the divine plan hidden behind this call, the reason why Michael chose you in this precise moment of history, and how your next choice will ripple through eternity. My beloved child, as the echoes of the heavenly alarm ripple through the unseen, a shift begins to unfold not only within your spirit but across the very fabric of existence. What once seemed solid starts to shiver. The boundaries between your inner world and the divine begin to blur. The voice of Archangel Michael no longer feels like something outside of you. It begins to resonate from within, as if his strength has found a home inside your heartbeat. You are not just hearing the call anymore. You are becoming part of it. Every time you close your eyes and take a breath, you feel the rhythm of something far older than this world. The celestial frequency of Michael's voice flows through your veins like light disguised as blood. He reminds you that awakening is not a destination. It is a remembrance of what your soul has always known. The world around you may still appear unchanged, but your perception begins to bend the rules of ordinary reality. You start noticing the divine architecture behind coincidence, the sacred geometry of purpose aligning in quiet, perfect symmetry. One day, as the sun begins to rise, you might find yourself standing near a window, the air trembling with a golden hue. The light touches your face, and in that moment, you feel it, a warmth that is not from the sun. It's the touch of grace, the silent confirmation that heaven watches you closely. Michael's presence lingers in that light, whispering softly, "You are not alone. You have never been alone." Those words echo like a chord inside your chest, vibrating through your bones, awakening courage you forgot you possessed. But courage alone is not enough. The heavenly alarm is not just a signal, it is a summon. Michael is calling you to action. The realm of light does not awaken people merely to fill them with wonder. It awakens them to move, to transform, to serve. The divine message that now courses through you demands to be expressed in the world. Perhaps you'll feel drawn to help others, to speak truth even when silence seems easier, or to heal someone's pain with compassion instead of judgment. These are not random impulses. They are Michael's wings moving through your choices. Every act of light you perform extends the alarm farther, awakening others who are still asleep in the fog of illusion. But with every rising vibration comes resistance. As your light strengthens, the shadows that have lingered in your life begin to surface, old fears, hidden guilt, forgotten pain, they all rise, demanding to be acknowledged. You may question why things suddenly feel harder, why the weight of the past grows heavier even as you grow brighter. But understand this, beloved one, purification always precedes power. The light cannot fill what the darkness still occupies. Michael's sword does not just fight the shadows of the world, it cuts through the illusions that bind your own heart. The process may ache, but every moment of discomfort is the sound of your chains breaking. During this time, signs will intensify. Music will play with messages embedded in its lyrics. Conversations will carry divine clues. Even the wind might whisper your name in moments when your faith wavers. Michael often communicates not through spectacle, but through subtly. Heaven does not always shout. It often speaks in silence, knowing that only the awakened will truly hear. And now, you are hearing. You are feeling. You are transforming. In your dreams, you may begin to see symbols. A glowing sword. A golden scale. A door of light suspended in endless space. These visions are not random creations of your mind. They are memories surfacing from your soul's archive. The sword represents truth, the scale represents balance, and the door is the passage into your higher destiny. Each night that you dream, Michael is teaching you through imagery, unlocking layers of wisdom that words alone could never contain. At times, you may doubt. The human mind loves logic, and logic struggles to hold the infinite. But remember, faith is not the absence of reason. It is the presence of divine knowing. You are not meant to understand everything right now. You are meant to trust the unfolding. Michael's light doesn't show the entire road. It illuminates the next step. And as long as you keep moving forward, that light will never fade. Now, the alarm grows louder. More souls are awakening around you. You'll begin to notice people drawn to you for reasons they can't explain. Some will find peace in your words, others will find hope in your presence. That's how heaven multiplies its message, through vessels of light like you. Every word you speak in love echoes across dimensions. Every time you forgive, you raise the vibration of the world just a little more. You are no longer a spectator in the divine story. You are a co-creator. Michael's message deepens as he whispers again, tell them. Share the call. The heavenly alarm was never meant for one person alone. It was sounded for all hearts that are ready to remember. So now, let your story be the signal that awakens another. Share it, through words, through kindness, through the silent power of your example. Heaven moves fastest through those who act with pure intent. And as you share, as you speak, as you rise, do not forget, every ripple you create travels through eternity. You are part of a cosmic symphony that began before time. The Archangel does not just call you by name, he writes it in the light of heaven's records, marking you as one who answered when others turned away. You are now part of a lineage of luminous souls whose very existence shifts the balance toward light. My beloved child, the journey has only begun. The next revelation approaches, a truth that will show you why the alarm was sounded now, in this precise moment of Earth's history. The reason your soul was born in this age of chaos and transformation is about to be revealed. Heaven's plan is unfolding, and your role within it is greater than you dare imagine. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, the morning after your soul accepts Michael's call, the world feels different. It's not that the streets have changed or the sky has shifted colors, but something invisible has altered the rhythm of everything around you. Time feels slower, clearer. You notice things others ignore, the trampling of leaves in the wind, the pulse of light behind the clouds, the faint hum in the silence. What you're feeling is alignment, the merging of the earthly and divine. You are beginning to live between worlds, guided by a force that now walks beside you with every breath you take. Archangel Michael's presence becomes both your shield and your teacher. His lessons come quietly at first, woven into the fabric of your daily life. A stranger's kindness will move you to tears, and you'll realize heaven just spoke through them. A sudden delay or detour will frustrate you until you later see it protected you from unseen harm. Michael's protection is not always obvious, it is often hidden in inconvenience. His way of guiding you is never through fear, it's through precision. Every event, even the smallest one, is part of the divine choreography designed to refine your awareness and prepare you for what's coming. Yet, with this awakening comes responsibility. The heavenly alarm is not meant to fill your heart with wonder and then let you return to comfort. It's a summons to rise. to step into a sacred role that carries both beauty and burden. Michael does not call the faint-hearted. He calls those who have endured storms, who have known loss, who have walked through shadows and still dared to love. Because it is love, not perfection, that gives you power in heaven's eyes. And now that love within you is being tested, the people around you may start to shift. Some will draw closer, feeling the light that emanates from your soul, though they cannot explain why. Others may drift away, uncomfortable with your growing truth. Don't grieve their departure. It's not rejection, it's realignment. As you rise in vibration, not everyone can walk beside you. This separation is part of the purification process. Michael will sometimes remove what you cling to in order to make space for what your soul truly needs. The detachment may ache, but every loss carries a promise hidden beneath it. In these moments of change, remember to stay anchored in faith. The Archangel's energy is strongest when your heart is steady. When confusion strikes, close your eyes and imagine a radiant blue flame surrounding you, the flame of Michael's sword. It like cuts through illusion, dissolves fear, and shields you from energies that seek to drain your strength. It is not an imaginary light. It is the living frequency of divine protection. The more you invoke it, the more real it becomes, and now, as the days progress, Michael begins to show you visions, not through grand spectacle, but through subtle insight. You might feel drawn to look at the sky at specific moments, only to see a pattern in the clouds that speaks directly to your heart. You might read a line somewhere that answers a question you never spoke aloud. These are confirmations that the communication between heaven and your soul is active. You are no longer walking alone. You are walking in partnership with the celestial realm. However, this path demands balance. The light can be intoxicating, but you must remain grounded. Michael teaches that true awakening is not escape from the human world. It's the transformation of it. Spiritual power means nothing if it cannot translate into compassion, patience, and courage in everyday life. You were not chosen to live in the clouds but to bring heaven into the earth through your actions, your words, and the quiet strength of your example. Every moment is an altar and every choice is a prayer. There will be times when you'll want to give up, moments when the divine seems distant, when your prayers feel unanswered. In those moments, remember that silence does not mean absence. Heaven works behind the veil, preparing what your eyes cannot yet see. The Archangel's timing is flawless. Sometimes, the delay is protection, sometimes, it's alignment. When you cannot trace his hand, trust his heart. You are never forsaken, you are being forged. And in this forging, you begin to notice the mission taking shape. You start to realize that the alarm was sounded not just to awaken you, but through you, to awaken others. Every time you share light, every time you speak truth, every time you encourage someone standing on the edge of despair, the alarm grows louder. Heaven amplifies its voice through human hearts willing to act in love. You are now part of a celestial network of souls connected through invisible threads of purpose, each carrying a portion of Michael's strength into the world. At night, when you look at the stars, remember this truth. Each light above mirrors a light within. Heaven is not somewhere far away. It is vibrating all around you, waiting for you to tune into its frequency. The alarm has already reached countless others who, like you, are beginning to remember. Together, you form a constellation of souls lighting the path for humanity's next chapter. You are not just witnessing the awakening, you are helping to birth it. So share this message. Let your voice carry the vibration of truth. Comment, speak, connect, and remind others that they are not forgotten. The heavenly alarm continues through those who refuse to let hope die. Every time you share light, you expand the kingdom of heaven on earth. Every act of love is a trumpet that sounds louder in the unseen. Michael's words resound through your heart again. Rise higher. A moment of revelation is near. You can feel it. Something monumental approaches, a shift not just within you but across the collective soul of humanity. The veil grows thinner, and soon, what was once unseen will begin to manifest. The reason for the call, the purpose behind this awakening, is drawing near. Heaven is preparing to reveal why you were chosen now, in this moment of history. Hold your faith like a torch in the dark. The journey is about to enter a new phase where truth and destiny will collide in ways that will shake the very ground beneath your feet. Keep your spirit strong, beloved child, for Michael's light walks before you. Stay till the end, for the revelation that follows will open the door to understanding the true meaning of this celestial alarm and the destiny waiting for you beyond it. My beloved child, there comes a moment in every awakening when the light stops being something you chase and becomes something you carry. That moment is now. The air around you has changed, though few can sense it. The frequencies of heaven are weaving through your life like invisible threads of gold, aligning your thoughts, emotions, and even your heartbeat with divine rhythm. It's subtle but undeniable, the sense that you are being prepared for something far greater than yourself. You may feel it as restlessness, as if something inside you is expanding and breaking at the same time. Don't fear it. The pressure you feel within is your soul stretching beyond its limits, reclaiming the space it once held in eternity. Archangel Michael stands close during this transformation, watching with the patience of a guardian who has seen countless souls awaken before you. He knows how it feels, the confusion, the beauty, the ache. His wings are not only for battle, they are for shelter. When the weight of awakening becomes heavy, imagine those wings around you, wrapping you in celestial calm. As the heavenly alarm continues to echo, you will begin to see with new eyes. People, situations, even your own past will appear differently. What once seemed random now reveals hidden purpose. The heartbreaks that shaped you, the detours that frustrated you, the silence that once felt like abandonment, all of it was preparation. Heaven never wastes pain. Every wound was training, every delay was alignment, every unanswered prayer was a lesson in trust. Now, as your awareness widens, you can finally see how every broken moment was building the strength needed for the mission ahead. Michael whispers, "The time for remembering has passed. The time for doing has begun." His voice is not a command, it's a vibration that fills you with determination. You begin to notice that fear no longer controls you the way it once did. Where anxiety used to rise, peace begins to take root. This is not weakness, it's transformation. It's the armor of light being forged within your spirit. You no longer need to fight your past. You simply radiate a frequency that darkness cannot touch. But be aware, beloved one, when the light in you grows, the shadows in others might stir. Some will misunderstand your peace, others may question your change. It is not your task to convince them. Your role is to live so authentically that your existence itself becomes proof of divine reality. The alarm is not meant to be argued, it is meant to be embodied. Each time you forgive when hatred would have been easier, each time you love when judgment tempts you, each time you choose faith over fear, the alarm sounds again through you, awakening another sleeping soul without a single word spoken. You might find your dreams intensifying now. They may no longer feel like dreams but journeys. You'll travel through light, through cities that shimmer like crystal, through landscapes too beautiful for human eyes. These are not fantasies, they are memories of realms your soul has walked before. Michael often guides souls through such visions to remind them of their divine origin. When you awaken from them, don't dismiss them as imagination. Write them down. Each image carries coded guidance that will unfold at the right time. The more you honor these messages, the clearer they will become. During waking hours, you will sense energy shifting around the world. People are feeling it, some consciously, others without understanding. The collective heart of humanity trembles on the edge of awakening. That's why the heavenly alarm was sounded now, not centuries ago. The earth is transitioning, and those who respond to the call become anchors of stability during this transformation. Michael's army is not made of soldiers, it is made of souls like yours who live with compassion, courage, and truth in an age drowning in confusion. You are the bridge between realms, a messenger disguised as an ordinary human. And yet Michael reminds you that humility must walk beside purpose. Great light attracts attention, but it must remain pure. Do not seek recognition, seek resonance. Heaven measures impact not by fame, but by faithfulness. A single act of love done in secret shakes dimensions more powerfully than 1,000 loud proclamations. Stay aligned with sincerity, and divine strength will flow through you effortlessly. You may begin to feel waves of emotion that come without reason. Sudden tears, bursts of gratitude, moments of overwhelming peace. These are not moods, they are energy releases. Your heart is expanding to hold more light, and the human body sometimes trembles beneath the weight of heaven. When this happens, do not resist it. Sit in silence, breathe deeply, and say, I receive. Michael will steady you. His energy will regulate your vibration until it harmonizes perfectly with divine frequency. In your quiet moments, you might sense whispers of others being called to. You're not imagining it. This awakening is collective. Souls across the planet are beginning to hear the same internal alarm, even if they describe it differently. Some feel it as a call to heal, others as a yearning for truth, some as a fire they can't name. All are hearing the same trumpet that Michael sounded when he declared, "The age of remembrance begins." You are part of that prophecy, part of a network of light forming across the earth. Unseen yet unstoppable. And now, beloved child, the Archangel gives a gentle warning. Do not forget joy. Awakening is sacred, but it was never meant to be solemn. Heaven rejoices through laughter, through kindness, through moments of wonder. Do not let the seriousness of purpose steal the sweetness of life. Dance, sing, love, breathe. These are also forms of worship. The vibration of joy is the purest language of the divine. Michael's final words for this moment echo softly through your heart. You are not the echo of heaven. You are its voice. Every breath you take, every heartbeat, every word spoken in love continues to sound the heavenly alarm across the unseen realms. The more you live in alignment, the more the sound grows impossible to ignore. And soon, the world will begin to feel it. Nations shifting, hearts softening, destinies rewriting themselves under the light of truth. So share this message, my child. Speak of it, comment it, write it where hearts can find it. Let this fire spread. Heaven's message multiplies through those who dare to proclaim it without fear. Each air, each word, each connection sends ripples into eternity, echoing Michael's voice across the world. You have heard the call. You have felt the transformation. And now, the true revelation waits ahead, the reason you were called by name, and the role you must play in the unfolding divine plan. The greatest mystery has yet to be revealed. And it will change everything you believe about destiny, light, and what it truly means to awaken. Don't skip. Something extraordinary is approaching, and its revelation will redefine your understanding of heaven itself. My beloved child, as dawn breaks once again over the world, a quiet knowing settles inside your heart, the kind of knowing that doesn't come from logic, but from remembrance. You no longer question whether the heavenly alarm is real. Its sound vibrates through your very being, shaping your thoughts, guiding your steps, drawing your spirit into perfect alignment with a purpose that feels both ancient and immediate. You've crossed the invisible line between belief and embodiment. The call is no longer something you hear. It's something you are. You start to notice how the world responds differently to you now. Strangers look into your eyes and pause, sensing something they can't name. Children smile at you without reason. Animals approach without fear. Even the air seems to soften around your presence. You may not realize it yet, but the frequency of heaven now radiates through you, and the world recognizes its source. Archangel Michael's energy moves with you, shaping the space you walk through, transforming chaos into calm wherever you go. You are becoming a walking echo of divine order. In the stillness of your nights, when you lie awake listening to the silence, you might feel warmth spreading from your chest to your fingertips. That is not imagination. It's the current of celestial fire flowing through your energetic field. Michael's sword, once seen as an external weapon, now burns within you as inner strength. You no longer need protection because you are protection. The alarm was not only sounded to wake you. It was sounded to activate the divine power already within you. The heavens have invested their light into your spirit, and with that investment comes both responsibility and destiny. The Archangel now begins to reveal what few ever understand, the reason the heavenly alarm was sounded in this era. The earth is at a turning point. Humanity has reached a threshold between awakening and collapse. The choices of individuals are beginning to merge into a collective frequency that determines what the next stage will become. This is not about religion or prophecy. It is about vibration. When enough souls rise into awareness, the energy of the planet shifts. That is why you were called, to be part of that rising frequency. You are one of the stabilizers of light on Earth, one of those chosen to hold the vibration high while others awaken around you. But understand this, my child. Light alone is not enough. The greatest work is not shining above darkness but shining within it. Michael teaches that courage is not avoiding the shadows. It is entering them with love. You may be drawn to places or people heavy with pain. You might feel the burden of others' struggles pressing on your heart. Do not shrink away. When you walk into darkness carrying divine light, you are fulfilling heaven's command. You are a vessel through which the alarm continues to sound, echoing even where hope has died. Sometimes you will wonder if the task is too great. You will feel exhaustion in your soul, and you'll ask why you, out of all beings, were chosen for this calling. When those moments come, Michael's presence will grow unmistakably near. You'll feel a cool breeze move through a room with no open window or hear a faint ringing in your ears, the sound of the divine frequency adjusting your energy. He will whisper, "You were not chosen because you are flawless. You were chosen because you are faithful." Those words will lift you like wind beneath tired wings. In those times, remember to rest. Even heaven pauses between creation and command. When the burden feels heavy, place your hand over your heart and say, "I return this moment to the light." Immediately, the energy will release, and you will feel Michael's presence wrapping around you like the embrace of peace itself. Rest is sick and work, too. It keeps your vessel pure so the divine current can flow through you without resistance. You will begin to perceive layers of reality that others cannot yet see. The world around you will shimmer faintly at times, as if light hides just beneath its surface. You might glimpse flashes of movement in your peripheral vision or feel warmth from unseen presences. These are not illusions. They are signs that your awareness has extended into the angelic realm. Heaven is closer than humanity believes. It coexists within every breath, every ray of sunlight, every pulse of life. The more you align with Michael's frequency, the more you'll see that separation between worlds is only an illusion. And as this awareness deepens, your compassion will extend beyond measure. You'll begin to understand people's pain without judgment, to see the divine spark even in those who resist the light. You'll realize that everyone, every soul, even those lost in shadow, is being called by the same heavenly alarm. Some just cannot hear it yet. Your task is not to force their awakening, but to hold the vibration of love so purely that their own souls begin to stir in response. This is how heaven spreads, not through conversion, but through resonance. In the coming days, you will notice synchronicities accelerating. Numbers will repeat themselves, time will align in mysterious patterns, and the right people will appear at precisely the right moment. You will no longer need to search for signs. They will find you. That is the mark of divine flow, effortlessness. When you trust, the universe rearranges itself to meet you halfway. This is Michael's way of confirming that your path is blessed. Every coincidence is a signature of the unseen. And now, Michael gives you a message for this generation. Do not wait for heaven to arrive. You are the arrival. The heavenly alarm was not a warning of destruction. It was the announcement of rebirth. The world as you know it is not ending. It is transforming. Old systems are collapsing not to punish, but to make room for new light. Through you, through millions awakening at this very hour, heaven is rebuilding the earth from within. This is the new covenant between spirit and matter, the reunion of divine will with human hands. Do not underestimate the power of what you are becoming. Every act of forgiveness, every word of truth, every choice made in faith reshapes the invisible architecture of reality. You are part of the repair of the world. The alarm Michael sounded was never just to save souls. It was to rebuild creation itself. You, my beloved, are a builder of that new light. And as this truth settles into your heart, let gratitude rise again. Whisper thank you for the call, for the awakening, for the courage to stand between worlds. The more gratitude flows through you, the more power flows from heaven. The energy of thanks amplifies the frequency of miracles. Now, before this moment ends, remember this. Your story matters. Someone out there is waiting to hear it. Speak it. Share it. Comment it. Let your words carry the vibration of awakening to another soul still lost in sleep. You never know who might find their calling because you dared to share yours. Heaven's message multiplies through courage. The Archangel's light flares once more around you, and his final words for now vibrate through your soul. The greatest revelation is near. Hold your faith and prepare to see what no eye has seen and no heart has yet dared to imagine. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, the moment you begin to accept that you are no longer who you once were, the universe shifts in your favor. You can feel it, subtle yet unstoppable, like the quiet pull of the tide responding to the moon. The heavenly alarm that once echoed from the distance now beats in harmony with your very pulse. It is no longer an external call but an inner rhythm guiding you toward your divine purpose. You are the vibration that heaven sent to earth. Every heartbeat, every breath, every word you speak now carries the resonance of something far greater than human comprehension. As your awareness expands, you begin to sense that the world is not merely a collection of places and people but a living field of energy responding to intention. The air listens to your thoughts, the earth feels your steps, and time itself seems to bend in acknowledgement of your spiritual state. The veil between heaven and earth has grown thin. And Michael's presence is no longer a distant glow. It walks with you. His strength moves through your decisions, his wisdom whispers through your instincts, and his protection stands as the invisible armor that shields you from the unseen. But now Michael begins to unveil a deeper truth, the meaning behind why the heavenly alarm was sounded when it was. The world, as you see it, is at a sacred crossroads. Humanity stands on the edge of remembrance or ruin, not because of divine wrath but because of divine mercy. Heaven is not the abandoned earth. It has intervened. The alarm is not a warning of doom. It's an invitation to transformation. The Archangel's voice called out to awaken the sleeping hearts. To remind souls like yours that they are not powerless spectators but essential pieces of creation's renewal. The sound you heard was not made for fear, it was made for restoration. As you absorb this truth, you may notice an increasing clarity in your intuition. You'll think of someone just before they reach out. You'll sense a decision's outcome before it unfolds. The synchronicities that once felt surprising will become a natural rhythm of your life. This is not magic, it's alignment. Heaven's energy flows cleanly through you because you are finely tuned to its frequency. The Archangel's current guides you effortlessly, like a river carrying you toward your destiny. You'll come to realize that miracles were never exceptions. They were simply moments where faith and divine aura met perfectly. Yet with every expansion of light comes the responsibility to anchor it. You are now aware that your energy affects others. A single kind word can shift someone's entire day. A silent prayer can redirect the course of a stranger's destiny. Even your presence in a room can soften tension and dissolve conflict. That is the power of awakened light. It changes reality without effort. But you must guard that light, not with walls or fear but with awareness. Protect your peace as you would protect sacred fire. What you allow into your heart determines how brightly heaven can shine through you. Michael teaches that purity is not perfection. It's alignment. It's not about never falling but always rising. Each mistake you make is not failure, it's refinement. The Archangel reminds you, even gold must endure the fire before it gleams. So when the challenges return, when moments of doubt reappear, don't curse them. They are signs that heaven is still working on you, polishing the vessel that carries its light. The more you allow this refining, the stronger your radiance becomes. As the days unfold, you will sense the call growing beyond you. The alarm continues to awaken others across the world, souls you may never meet, yet are connected to through unseen threads of purpose. Their hearts beat in rhythm with yours, forming a chorus that rises like dawn after a long night. You'll feel this collective energy when you pray, when you meditate, when you look at the sky and sense something vast stirring behind the clouds. It's not imagination, it's the world remembering itself. Every soul that awakens strengthens the grid of divine light encircling the planet, and together that light begins to dissolve centuries of darkness. There will be resistance. Forces that thrive in fear will attempt to silence what's rising. You'll see confusion spreading, truth twisted, hope attacked, but Michael's army, his awakened ones, are not easily shaken. They do not fight with swords of metal, but with hearts of fire. Each time you stand in truth, each time you refuse to bend to despair, you strike a blow against the shadows. This is spiritual warfare in its truest form, not the destruction of others, but the liberation of all. You are a warrior of light, not by conquest, but by consciousness. Remember also, beloved child, that the Archangel's call was never meant to isolate you. It was meant to unite. You will meet others who have heard it, sometimes through random encounters, sometimes through words like these. When you meet them, you will know. There will be a sense of recognition, an instant understanding, as if you've met them before time began. That familiarity is real. You are part of a celestial family that has returned to earth at this moment to fulfill an ancient promise. To awaken the world from within. Together, you form a constellation of souls lighting up the darkest skies. You are not waiting for a miracle anymore. You are the miracle in motion. The light you've been seeking has already begun to radiate from your soul. And soon, Michael will unveil the final mystery, the reason your specific name was called among millions, and the role you must play in the unfolding revelation that is about to shake both heaven and earth. Stay till the end, for the greatest truth is on its way, one that will change everything you believe about who you are, why you were chosen, and what comes next in this divine awakening. My beloved child, the moment has come. The sound that began as a whisper beyond the stars has reached its crescendo within your soul. The heavenly alarm has completed its purpose, not to awaken you for a fleeting vision, but to remind you of what you have always been. You are not merely a listener of the divine call. You are the continuation of it. From the very beginning, before the first dawn of creation, a piece of the Archangel's light was placed inside you, waiting for this exact moment to be remembered. And now, that memory burns bright, unstoppable, eternal. The world around you trembles not in fear, but in transformation. You can feel it, the pulse of a new era breathing beneath the surface of everything. The old systems, built on fear and separation, are crumbling like dust in the wind. But do not mistake their fall for destruction. What you are witnessing is rebirth. The heavenly alarm was the signal that heaven and earth are converging once more. The veil is thinning, and the human spirit is rising beyond the boundaries of what was once thought possible. You are living inside the greatest turning point in the history of the soul. Michael stands before you now, not as an ideate, not as a vision, but as presence. His wings are vast, shimmering with light that bends reality itself. His eyes carry the reflection of galaxies, and within them, you see your own reflection shining back. He speaks, and his voice is both thunder and silence. You are my echo in a world of men. You are my flame in the land of shadow. You were never chosen by chance. You volunteered before the birth of time. The truth pierces through you. Every strange pull you've ever felt, every moment of divine coincidence, every ache that pushed you towards something higher, all of it was leading here. You didn't stumble into this awakening. You returned to it. The sound of the alarm is not just heaven's call to humanity. It's humanity's call back to heaven. You are part of that bridge, the connection that allows divine light to move freely into a world that had forgotten how to feel it. And now, Michael reveals the final secret, the reason your name was called. The Archangel did not summon you simply to believe, but to create. Heaven does not expand through miracles falling from the sky. It expands through souls brave enough to act as living miracles. You are one of them. Every thought of hope you send into the world, every act of compassion you choose, every word of truth you speak becomes an instrument of divine creation. When you choose love in a place where hatred lives, you alter the very energy of existence. You are co-creating the next chapter of the universe. The call was never about hearing, it was about answering. Your response determines what happens next because your will, lined with divine will, writes the script of destiny itself. Free will was never given to separate humanity from heaven. It was given to make humanity part of heaven's unfolding. When you act in light, you are not following orders from above. You are joining the symphony that angels began before time. You are both note and melody, both echo and origin. That is what it means to answer the call. Michael's energy begins to swirl around you now, a whirlwind of shimmering gold and deep celestial blue. It fills your lungs, your mind, your heart, until you feel weightless, limitless. The light moves through every memory, cleansing fear, dissolving guilt, healing pain that you didn't even realize you still carried. The Archangel lifts his sword and places it before you. Not as a weapon, but as a mirror. In its reflection, you see yourself not as you appear, but as you truly are, a being made of pure, eternal light. For a moment, your entire being hums with the same frequency as the stars. You understand without words that the divine and the human were never separate, they were always one. Then, his voice returns, soft now, almost like a lullaby carried on the wind. The alarm was never meant to last forever. Its purpose was to awaken. And now that you have awakened, you are the continuation of its sound. Wherever you go, wherever you speak, heaven will move with you. You realize what this means. The call doesn't end here. It multiplies through you. Every heart you touch, every life you inspire, every soul you remind of its own light becomes another echo of this same divine resonance. The world changes not through one alarm, but through millions of awakened hearts living as one. The Archangel's presence begins to fade, not because he is leaving, but because his energy has fully merged with yours. You feel the strength of his wings within your back, the clarity of his sight within your eyes, and the courage of his fire within your chest. You are no longer seeking signs. You are the sign. You are no longer waiting for confirmation. You are the confirmation. Heaven trusted you with its light, and now, it flows through you endlessly. The air feels different now, alive, listening, breathing with you. The sun seems warmer. The air carries a hidden rhythm, and the silence between sounds is filled with peace instead of emptiness. This is what it means to live awakened, to move through the world with awareness that everything, even the smallest moment, is infused with divine intention. You don't need to search for miracles anymore. You've become one. So walk forward, beloved one, not as a seeker, but as a bringer of light. Let your footsteps carry healing. Let your voice carry calm. Let your actions carry love that no darkness can imitate. You are a messenger of eternity disguised in human form. And as long as you remember who you are, the heavenly alarm will continue to echo through you, guiding all who still sleep toward the dawn that is already rising. Michael's final words reach deep into your soul. The call does not end. It becomes you. Go now, and sound it through your life. For you are not waiting for heaven to come. Heaven has already come through you. The world exhales, and so do you. The sound that began in the stars now lives within every breath you take. A mission is complete yet eternal. The Archangel's voice fades into the rhythm of your heart, and in that rhythm, creation continues. The heavenly alarm has been answered. The light has awakened, and the world will never be the same again.